Hey everyone, Aaron here. Welcome back to another anime review. Today we are looking at episode 8 of Mayoiga. Now, real fast guys and girls, I know my mic might sound different. It's because I'm not using my new mic that I'm supposed to be using. I'm using my old headset, just because I don't want to get into it, but I had to set up all this weird stuff and kind of had to change my setup a little bit. So unfortunately, that's how it's gonna sound a little bit. I know this works since this sounds pretty good from what it is, so it's not really a big deal. But anyways. So also, I will leave a link into a live reaction that me and my good friend Memory NK did on his channel for a live reaction. If you guys want to see that and follow along with us. But this is my review for this, and I'll be honest with you, it's probably be a short review because once again we don't get a lot out of this episode. I mean, this is the better episode I think of the series so far, but there isn't a lot to be said. Now let's go into what we're talking about though. So anyways, from last episode, Misaki said that she had this big reveal that she had to explain to everyone, and that reveal is that she actually went to the Lost Village once before. She actually went there with her friend, or excuse me, her cousin, not was named Renji, and Reggie and her went to this village together, and they at first really struggled. They didn't think they would find it at all. And they were contemplating, are we this is really going to happen? And lo and behold, they do end up finding the village. Now, after scouring the village and talking to one another and stuff like that, they decide, okay, let's leave and just do some other stuff. On the way out, though, is where things go crazy, where Reiji actually sees a monster, similar to everyone else that's experiencing the weird kind of illusions that they keep seeing. He sees one to himself, and he runs with Misaki, but they have an accident. Misaki gets separated from him. Now, what's interesting, we're going back now to the actual main group, is that we learn that Misaki says that when she tried to look for Reiji and tried to look for the Lost Village again, she couldn't find it, even though she only fell down off the pathway. She fell down, and lo and behold, though, was completely separated from where the village was. So we think that there are other Nanaki villages. There actually maybe are multiple dimension versions. That's what I'm thinking maybe. And that's kind of the concept that I was thinking of before. As I was thinking, maybe this is a different dimension or a different thing like that before. And I want to go back into one detail that I noticed in the first several episodes where they actually did find the Lost Village itself. There was this village that looked brand new. Like, one of the comments that Mitsumune and several other people said was the village just looked like people left. And when you actually went to the flashback with Reiji and Misaki, you noticed that the village had a lot of broken windows, and it looked kind of like, I want to say decrepit a little bit. It didn't look like someone just lived there. It looked like people lived there many aeons ago, and now there's weeds everywhere, there's broken windows and stuff like that. It didn't look like a nice looking place. So I really think that maybe these dimensional shifts are different time periods. That's what my thoughts are. Now, anyways, kind of a lot of talking happened here, and I'm just going to skip over all that. The biggest happening here would happen to be when the bus driver came in with the bus, smashed the gate, and pulled Misaki, and ended up pulling also Mitsumune and Speedstar by accident into the bus. And we learned that the bus driver just really wants to find his daughter. He thinks that Misaki can find some way of making the daughter come to life. Now, my thoughts on this actually are pretty relevant, I think, is that maybe he saw the daughter, and maybe that's because one thing that they said earlier is they're seeing the scars of their past. Maybe that's a scar of his past. That's why he's able to see his daughter walking around and everyone else can't see that. That's just my thoughts of it too, though. I could be wrong. Who knows? But anyways, the next kind of relevant scene is that all the girls kind of, I think the three main girls that are talking right now kind of meet up. They talk about how, I forgot her name in the middle, but she feels bad because she understands the kind of thing that Misaki went through with everyone ganging up on her, almost like a witch trial, because she used to go through the same thing when she was younger. So she feels like she's kind of, done that before, and she doesn't want to be part of that. And, they talk about that, but it's really kind of brief. Now, Konoha, I think her name's Corin, I'm sorry, and Valken, they are together because they are going to go search for some answers, and end up getting attacked on the way there to just walking around. And guess who's the attacker? Lo and behold, the other Jack, who's been missing for a while now, and he's attacking with arrows. I don't know why the hell this is going on. It's just this show sometimes this was the actual episode end where you see him attacking them and you see him fall down the cliff because, he's landing right in front of them. He was off balance, stuff like that. That's how the episode ends, is you see his face and stuff like that. But anyways, I will say this right now, I say that this is a better episode than the last several episodes beginning of The Lost Village. I don't think this show is going to ever be great quality. I think even if it ends on a good note, I think still I'll remember that these episodes weren't that great, unfortunately. And that's a shame because, I mean, this show has potential to be something very interesting, but it right now is suffering from, I think, a identity failure. Like, it doesn't know what it per se wants to be. Does it want to be psychological horror? Does it want to be horror? Does it want to be drama, murder mystery? It's going between all of those and trying to figure out what it is supposed to be. It doesn't know yet. So unfortunately, it's not doing well. I think it's going to be a show that a lot of people would have liked a lot more, but do not like it that much. But don't not get me wrong, I'm not going to quit on the show, and I'm actually going to keep doing live reactions most likely with Memory and K. So definitely subscribe to him if you haven't, and check out the video that I was in with him. You know, you could see us kind of laugh at some stuff and talk about some theories and stuff like that really quick. But anyways, guys and girls, that's it for today's review. I hope you all liked it. As always, guys, share, comment, like the video, and I will talk to you all later. Have a good night.